Morning. Welcome to this Sunday in Wales. Weather is okay. It's cold, but it's not raining. So we're just about to go out for a cycle with my kids now. It's 10 to 8. We're going to go to a local, what they call a pump park, where you can do jumps and stuff like that. So we're going to get an early start on the cycle track after breakfast. Nice early start, and then kids got football and whatever else they're doing. So yeah, that's my plan for this morning. Want to jump on. I'm probably going to drop these videos on a Sunday. It just seems like the easiest, best day. Gives me time to reflect on my weeks of coaching and what I'm actually going to do going forward and the plan and all that jazz. Thank you for your feedback on last week's video. Really much appreciated. Really enjoyed doing it. Couple of clients jumped on board actually from it. So it's really good insight. The 5-second rule is huge. Use it all the time. And I use it a lot now. I write a lot of stuff down. I've just got a jot pad that I write stuff down in. I've got my journal book, got my jot pad. I'm going to be full of books now by the time we end. But yeah, really good to see a lot of people using it. Really good to see you guys stop using the F word and actually telling people how you feel and doing something about it. So yeah, brilliant. Today I want to talk about World Mental Health Day. It was yesterday, it was on the 10th. But I wanted just it felt right to talk about it today. I had something else planned today, but with it being World Mental Health Day yesterday, and look, I've seen a lot of videos flying about, got a lot of great mentors out there, got a lot of people that I follow and I watch. One great one, if you haven't seen her, is Are You Supercharged by Rachel Young. That woman inspires me every day. I love her stuff, and I'm going to talk a little bit like what she's talked about. And it's mental health, and there's so many different aspects of it, and some people understand it, and I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert, but I'm an ambassador and I'm an advocate for being, being able to be comfortable with your mental health and control it and manage it. So, there's a lot of slogans out there. It's okay to be okay. Speaker, get Britain talking. I get all that. But like I seen in a video of Rachel's yesterday, and it just brought me back just a memory of, I've always been the tough one in my family, and I've always been the one that everybody comes to with their problems, and I've always been the one that, but I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the control, I'll be honest, right? A big 6'1", ex-rugby player, big shoulders, as you can see. Really enjoyed that fact that I was sorting everybody's problems out. What I didn't realize for a long time is I didn't like being on my own, because I always surrounded myself with people, whether it be partners, my ex-wife, my friends, my family, my current partner. I always wanted, and when I was on my own, I didn't like it, but I just pretended it was nothing. And I talked about this a couple of weeks back. I think there's a video there where I do a bit of a book review on Denise Welsh's book, The Unwelcome Visitor, and it's very tough to actually admit that you're not okay. As in, when I listen to that book, The Unwelcome Visitor by Denise Welsh, and when I listen to Rachel now, it's like they're describing the way I feel without actually, like, I know Rachel, but without actually knowing me. And the big thing for me, like the last couple of years, I've really changed with regards to the way I do things, who I am. My health is better. I'm taking time to meditate. I've got a coach. I'm coaching more now. My entire life since my divorce has changed, but I still have let's call them dark days. And I'm not very good at asking for help. Finance issues, I'll take it on myself. Issues at work, I'll keep it to myself. Personal problems with family, I'll just deal with it. I'm not very good at saying to someone, actually, I need some help, please. I'm really struggling. I will just let it build, and I feel like I've got this armor that really boom. It surrounds me, but it's okay to ask for help. But when someone says to you, and I went through this recently as well with a family member where I didn't realize they really needed the help they needed. I didn't really listen. I just assumed. Because when someone asks for help, we sometimes make a judgment on what that person's past is, or that person's personality is. We make a judgment on what we think is the issue, rather than actually, do you know what? Let's find out what the issue is, and let's talk to them. And rather, whether they're a drama queen, whether they're a hypochondriac, whether they've always got issues, doesn't matter what it is, we need to take the chance to understand. But we sometimes listen, but we listen to give advice. And I say this a lot when I'm coaching and I'm training people. We listen to respond a hell of a lot in this world. And we never really listen to understand. We never really listen to understand and just be there for somebody. And my biggest advice for you, if you, look, you know your family members better than anybody else do, right? You know your family members better than anyone, you know your loved ones, whatever. But none of my family would have known that I was going through dark times. Even when my divorce happened, I used the F word. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm all right. I'll be all right. This is the reason why. This is why it's happened. Right? Because nobody really wanted to admit that the strong one of the family has a problem. Because everybody assumes depression or mental health it's all medical. So it's bipolar, schizophrenia, depression. They don't just think, actually, that person could just be struggling. Because we don't listen to understand enough. We only listen to respond. So if you're going to speak to someone about mental health and you think they got an issue, really, really listen to them, to understand them and get inside their mind. Because sometimes, and I had counselling when I was a young lad, when something happened, I found some stuff out that I won't go into detail with now, but I found out something and I had counselling, and the counsellor just kept telling me, yeah, but how's that going to change? How's it going to change? There wasn't really understanding why I was hurt. No one really understands why I have dark days. And I still have them now. Everybody has them. You have a day where you don't want to get out of bed. You have a day where you don't do anything. You have a day where you're snapping at everybody. You have a day where you just feel like, I just want to be on my own. You have a day where I feel like, I just want to be in a hotel by myself for a day. Just leave me alone. And I am much better now. I snap myself with these really quickly. But we all have stresses. We all have pressures at home. We all have pressures at work. We all have financial issues. We all have kids. We all have day-to-day pressures, and they build up to a certain extent. And if you don't have a release for them, or if someone doesn't really listen to you, or if you don't listen to the person you think's having those issues, they get worse and they get worse and they get worse. So what I'm going to say is, yes, it was Mental Health Awareness Day yesterday, but every day should be Mental Health Awareness Day. Every single day, we should be looking around us and seeing how people are. If you haven't seen a great documentary, I'm going to recommend you right now, and it's not so much to do with mental health, but just to do how things affect our lives, and most of you might watch it, but watch The Social Dilemma on Netflix, and wowzers, opens up your mind about how easily we can just get lost away from people. Take care of each other. Think about, have those times where you just talk to each other, because it's hard. Life's hard. And you're at Mental Health Awareness Day. It's a bit of a piss take, really, because it's not something you should have a day. It's something we do every day, 24/7, 365 days a year. It's something we need to do, because you'll always have people that need your help. But just listen to understand. Be there for them. Don't bloody judge. Okay? Sorry for a bit of a downer today on it, but my top tips for mental health and to be there for someone: listen to understand. Don't judge. And don't bring up their past. Have a great day. Have a great Sunday. I'm looking forward to doing some jumps on my bike. Probably not going to go down very well, but I'll leave it to the kids. But have a great day. Back next week for bite-sized coaching. If you want anything, you got my socials, Elite King Coaching. Listen to understand and be there. Take care of each other, guys. Bye-bye.